enough stuff coming in right now. Oh, wow, that was bad. That was bad for those Zerglings. Anyway, oh, he's going to try and eraser those Zerglings. The vessels, oh, somehow, how did that happen? Oh my goodness, the Marines running in underneath the swarm, killing, oh my goodness, killing the Scourge. And there wasn't anything underneath the swarm to stop the Marines because the vessels erasered all the Zerglings, and now Flash is up into this extra base in the top right. Defiler is there. I don't know if he's going to get a swarm off in time, though. Ultralisks are out. There's the Ultras. Oh, is he going to eraser? He's erasering all the drones in the top right. Flash is fighting his way back into this game. In fact, I would say he might even have an advantage at this point because he's gotten his third base up. Jaedong has the bottom right still. He might be able to save this top right. He saves the base. He doesn't lose the base, but Flash has to fall back from the base itself. But it doesn't matter. He was able to eraser all the drones. Jaedong has some extra drones around, though, so he might be okay. And look at this now. Jaedong attacking the 6 o'clock base. With a nice little side attack here with those Mulas, and there's a ton of Ultras! Oh my god, that is a bunch of Ultras! Scourge are going to pick off that dropship, which could have done a nice distraction against Flash, and he's going to clone perfectly all of the Scourge, taking out almost all of the science vessels. Oh my goodness, the Ultras coming in, massacring, slaughtering the Marines. The science vessels going down, but we've got 3 dropships! 3 dropships of units are going to come into the main now. Jaedong sees it, he's running his Zerglings back in, he's going to chase those dropships around. He's got a Defiler right there. He's probably going to Plague or Swarm. A Plague would be nice on those Marines as soon as they drop out there. Here come the Marines. They're going to fan out a little bit. Here comes the Defiler. What's he going to do? Plague on, oh, only about half the Marines, actually. He's going to consume and get a Swarm on them now as well, and that's probably going to clean them up. But in the meantime, Flash does kill a few drones and doesn't get any crucial buildings or anything, though, unfortunately. So, no huge major attack there. Jaedong retains the bottom right and the top right. Top right's probably re-droned by now. Flash still hasn't landed his 6 o'clock base though yet. And that is crucial. He needs that base. Look at that, and the command center's gonna go down. No queens this time for Jaedong to finish off that command center. It looks like he's gonna finish it off regardless, just with the Mulisks. Anyway, but yeah, Jaedong has a huge lead now because he's got the 4 bases and he's got map. Well, I wouldn't say he has map control actually because Flash has a large force of medic marines there. He's oh, is he gonna get the command center? 3, 2, 1, I think on the I didn't even see. I couldn't read it. Not highest quality, but it was single digits definitely when that SCV arrived there. That was an epic repair save. And here's what I'm talking about with the vessels. You can just irradiate everything. Those Ultralisks are so squishy when they get into battle if they've been irradiated beforehand. Of course, if they're rated in the middle of battle, then they just kill everything faster because then they have like area of effect damage as well. Kind of like in StarCraft 2 they have AoE, or actually more like the it's that one ability with the guy in Warcraft 3. I'm sorry, I'm not a very big Warcraft 3 player, but you know, the guy with the Demon Hunter, that's what it's called. Anyway, Jaedong has stopped mining his main and his natural though. Flash is probably mined out there as well, so it's just down to the extra bases. Jaedong has managed to get another base up at the bottom right-hand corner, so he's got 3 bases going. Flash just barely getting 1 back up. Flash is in trouble here, and going to lose another vessel, I think. He needs to target that Scourge. He doesn't. He's falling back from these Ultralisks. Another Plague on a massive amounts of units, including half the vessels, more than half the vessels. Flash! GG's! Flash GG's! Wow, Jaedong coming back and winning game 3, and Flash saying, oh, well, there goes my 3-0. There goes my domination. That would have been ridiculous. But I am glad we are going to get to see more games here because this has been insane. Oh my god. I knew this was going to be epic, but I didn't actually expect it to be this epic. Oh man. Wow. Anyway, so Jaedong winning game 3. He's trying to fight his way back into this, and yeah, Jaedong just not making mistakes this time. Flash playing brilliantly, but I think you know, someone said the other day on IRC, I don't remember who it was, just a couple days ago, they said Flash is either going to win or he's going to choke. And that's pretty much what he did in that game. Is he kind of just got a little bit overzealous, and you know, just went in with and lost a bunch of units unnecessarily attacking that top right position. trying to finish things off and kill off that base instead of waiting for like a dropship or something like that. Anyway, Flash drinking some water, perhaps some Picari sweat in preparation for this game, as he is wont to do lately. He'll usually he doesn't even need to spam to warm up. He can drink water. I mean, he's probably spamming also, but anyway, Jaedong at the left side of the map, the mid left side of the map, Flash at the top middle of the map. This is Triathlon, the I hope I'm not mixing that up. It's the map with the extra base behind the cloaked neutral eggs. And Flash is going to go for, oh my gosh, is he going to do it? He's going to try to close off the base below his ramp first. Which is more difficult to, well, not necessarily, but it's easier to reinforce. It's kind of a decision you have to make if you take the base that's above your ramp, kind of behind those cloaked eggs, then it's easier to take because then you can hold your ramp. You have a ramp to hold. But then it's harder actually to get reinforcements there if you need to, because it's a small choke and you have to kill those eggs to get there. Anyway, Jaedong going for, it looks like a 9 pool, using the extractor trick to get a 10th drone out. As he goes for this 9 pool build, Overlord's going to pop, and then he's going to get a few larvae in there for some Zerglings. He's going to put some early pressure on here. And Flash, if Flash like goes for a fast command center, he is going to be screwed. And oh my gosh, it looks like that what is he going to do? He has no idea this is coming. Jaedong is going to get another base out pretty quick here, but unless he's just scouting for location. Jaedong's Overlord has almost reached that extra expansion there. Yeah, there he goes. So Flash scouts the extra, spots the quick, spawning pool. We're going to see what he does in response. I'm watching his first-person view up here to see what he's going to do. Okay, he does have the barracks up. Never mind. I thought he was going to go for a fast command center. And he is going to try and hold that ramp, but it's too late for him to hold the top of the ramp. Now he has to hold the bottom of the ramp. And Jaedong is going to attack with this drone and try and stop him from closing that gap. Try and stop a depot from getting down. The Zerglings are on the way. If he can stop that gap from being plugged up with another depot, he will be in... Oh my, but I think the Marines will spawn on the outside anyway. This is going to be horrible. Zerglings are incoming. Jaedong may get a quick second win here very, very quickly. What is he doing? There's another command center being built in the lower gap. Oh, just to block it. Oh my gosh, that was Flash's plan all along. But he can't really repair the buildings though. When the Zerglings come in, when they're still under construction, he can't repair them. He's going to go for the command center because that's going to take forever to repair. He's going to get the SCV first. Actually, he's going for, apparently he's going for the depot. He's trying to get the SCVs right now. The Marine is being produced, and that was his plan, was to get... I mean, he's going to have to block that gap with just SCVs. Is the depot? The depot goes down. He's going to have to block with just SCVs. Flash is in huge trouble. He's only got the one Marine. If those Zerglings get through and kill that Marine, they get through. They're attacking the Marine. The Marine is running around. The SCVs are trying to attack. The Marine just running around in circles. The Marine goes down. The two Zerglings get in. I think he's just going to have to ignore that Zergling. Just deal with it with his own SCVs and reblock that gap because he is in big trouble. But look at this. He's had to pull almost all of his SCVs off the line. He's got very few SCVs mining right now. This is dire straits for Flash right now. He's kind of committed to that command center. He can't just cancel it. He needs it there as part of his gap block, and he also needs it. And look at this. Jaedong, while he was microing with those 6 Zerglings, or 8 Zerglings, built 2 extra bases. Or we actually had one of the bases up earlier than that. But Flash going for gas now. I mean, he doesn't want to, but he kind of needs to get that gas so that he can eventually get some upgrades. And what is going on, Flash? What are you doing, Flash? What is wrong with you? Why is he lifting his barracks and stuff, trying to land his command center? What is Flash GG's? What were you? Why did he do that? Oh. The only thing I can think of is that it was a desperation move, saying, you know what, I'm so far behind economically, I need to get mining at the second base really quick and hope that Jaedong doesn't attack me. But where was he going with the barracks? What the flip? I guess he scouted Jaedong's base and saw he went for that extra hatchery, and maybe was hoping he was building all drones instead of more Zerglings. So Jaedong wins the game with 10 Zerglings. And Flash's mistakes. So, excuse me, so we're going to go on to a game 5 here, and this has been absolutely crazy. It's been ridiculous. We're going to go on to game 5, and wow. So the statement from the previous game holds true. Flash either chokes or he wins, because I have no idea what Flash was doing there. I have no idea. Why was he lifting his barracks and running it out? Was he going to build a factory and try and get Zergling, vultures or something like that? No, he was nowhere near. He was just built his gas. He was nowhere near a factory. That guy's a huge Oz fan, I guess. Huge sign there. Nice. Probably cost him some money. Anyway. Anyway, that was ridiculous. I'm not sure exactly what was going on there with Flash. And let's hope and pray to the StarCraft gods that Flash does not do something silly again in Game 3. Because we want... I'm sorry, Game 3. Game 5. Because we want it to be, you know, the actual deciding match. If Jaedong wins... Here's Game 5 coming up here. If Jaedong wins, you know, I would want it to be a straight-up, solid win. Just, you know, tactics against tactics without Flash making a silly mistake or something like that. And even if he does win it, you know, he won Game 3 legitimately, but Games 1 and 2 were kind of, well, those, I mean, Flash won those legitimately as well, I guess. I'm not saying they're illegitimate, but they were unusual. They weren't like a true test of just back and forth, head-to-head ability, like a standard game would be. Anyway, but I mean, that's part of the game though, and that's part of the best of 5 format, is the tactics of the best of 5. The metagame of the best of 5 are almost as important as how you play in the game, oftentimes, because you can throw off your players, your opponent's mojo if you know, do something crazy, like Jelizer, you know, won his best of 5 against Best in the OSL finals a while back. I forget which one that was. Was it Bacchus or something? No, I don't think it was Bacchus. Anyway, by getting in Best's head. Best was new to the limelight, and Flash is gonna do it again. Oh my gosh, he's building his depot out again. Now this time, if it had worked last time, he would have had 2 bases and he would have had an easy to take third. And it would have been really, really easy for him to do on Triathlon. It would get that 3rd base. This time, if Flash does it, he's just securing that 2nd base. So it's a little bit different. Anyway, what is he doing? Flash is moving his guy back to the minerals. He's gonna. I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna quick command center. Oh my gosh. I think he is. What is Jaedong gonna do? Jaedong's gonna 12 hatch, so it's okay. But I cannot believe that Flash is risking this. Didn't you learn like 2 years ago when you were the best player in the game and you did fast command centers so often that you got punished for it by for GG? Like seriously, Flash, you didn't learn then? When like everyone yelled at you not to do fast command centers and you did anyways, and you got owned? Like seriously, how much would you be kicking yourself right now, Flash, if Jaedong had 9 pulled again? You would be kicking yourself so hard. How could you? It's a gamble. It's a gamble, and I find it interesting that Flash is gambling when he's lost his bets so much before. And gambling on the MSL Finals last match. The last match! There's $20,000 on the line with this game. That's the difference between silver and gold in the MSL Finals. I believe that might be the OSL. I think it's 24.